Hi everyone, I am Clarice Bwanga. I'm a member of GEG Kenya and a co-leader of GEG Kenya, Nakuru. I will be taking you through the use of CS Fast, and I will be in a position to share some 2 or 3 slides here for you to be in a position to see what CS Fast is. So just as I've told you, CS Fast is just a platform, but the real program that we are going to be in a position to be using is what the real program that we are going to be using is the real program that I'm going to use is CS, the Scratch. The Scratch. So I will just give you a brief introduction I'll just give you a brief introduction of what a Scratch is. But before I do the introduction, it is good to know the objectives. So the objectives that I'm going to carry out today, it will be introduction. You will be logging in as a teacher, creating a class, choosing an activity, registering students, and a student to be in a position to carry out an activity. So before we do that, let me just give you a brief introduction of a Scratch. Just as you can see, it's asking what a CS Fast is. And we are saying it is a web-based programming language that is free, easy to use, and you really don't need computer science knowledge. When you use CS, it means computer science. You really don't need a computer-based science knowledge for you to be in a position to use this particular tool. So what I will do is that for you to be in a position to use this program, first is you must be in a position to have a Gmail account. So when you have a Gmail account, you will open a browser. You can either use a Chrome or you use Opera Mini. You can use Firefox, or you can even use Internet Explorer. So in the web address, this is the address that you're going to type. So once you have typed in this way in the web address, the next thing will be to press the enter key to execute this particular command that you have typed. This is the command, and the command that you're going to type is csfast.with.Google.com. And when you do that, this is the screen that you will see once you have logged in. So I will automatically start now doing it. What I was doing initially was just theoretically. So I will automatically start taking you through this process by demonstrating. So I will be in a position to share the screen. I'm going to share the screen for the browser so that you can be in a position to see on how we will be carrying out. So I will share the screen for the browser. So I will come to that particular screen, and then I click on it, share, and then I will open. I believe, are you all seeing the browser? So in the address here, I will type that CS Fast that I was telling you. So once I've typed CS Fast, it will log in. So you'll give it a little bit time to log in. So this is the first page. If you are very keen, now this is the first page that you will be seeing. Now you can see the browser. You can now see how the first screen now normally looks like. So these are the codes that we are going to be in a position to be using. So I will come here and sign in as a teacher. So I will click there and sign in as a teacher. So once I sign in as a teacher, let's just give it time. I will sign in as a teacher. I think it's taking a little bit of time, yes. So what I mean, you find here they sign in, you are a student or you are a teacher. So me being that I'm a teacher, I will click in sign in as a teacher. So I will sign in. It is taking a little bit of time, but we'll just have to be patient with it. And remember, I told you the very, very first thing, you must have an Gmail account. So I will choose my Gmail account, which is GEG Kenya. Yes, so you will see that screen. I'll choose my email, which is GEG Kenya. Yeah, so this is what you'll see. It means that I'd already created some class initially. But if you have not created any class, you are going to realize you'll not find any of the grade and all this. So, and the most important thing that you have to know, you must check here if it's written, you are a teacher. So if you are a teacher, you'll find here, it is written, I am a teacher. So you will check on that, and then I'll come and click create class. And then under create class, I will type, maybe I'll say now this class of mine, I'm going to call it grade 5. So I will come and choose my classes for the boys. I'll choose light blue, and then I will click create. So it will be in a position to create for me the class. So it's taking a little bit, but you just have to be patient with it. Yeah, so once it creates the class, there are some things you will need to be in a position to be carrying out. You will need to now come here and add an activity. Remember, we have created a class, and this is what is most important. The important is that you must have the class code. The class code will enable you for your students to get it. So you write your class code down, which is 52 R V and Q. So after that, remember you have created a class and you have not signed any activity. So I will choose add an activity. And you find, just the way I told you at the introduction part of it, there are several activities that are involved in CS FAST. So I will start with the first one. So when I scroll here, you'll find there are several activities like characterization, interactive presentation, dialogue, narrative, fugative language, code your hero. So, but we'll just go to the introduction, which is multi-day activity. And I will now choose that I want to create a class for storytelling. So I will add the class. So here I will choose, all these are classes, but now the storytelling, I want it in grade 5. So I'll come here and choose add the class. And then how will I get my materials? Will I be ordering them or will I be printing them on my own? I will choose the option, print them. And then I will now go and view my class. So under view class, you're going to find that this is what's very important. It will give you to know this is grade 5, and this is the storytelling part of it, and this is the progress. The progress, it will be showing you how the students are faring on. So when it shows you how the students are faring on, you'll be able to know those students who have finished an activity and those students who have not finished an activity. So for now, that is it. I'm done with the part of the teacher. And you can also have a co-teacher if you want. I will show you how you add a co-teacher. And once you are done with the adding of a co-teacher, you will be a co-teacher will help you to monitor what you are doing. So from there, I will go and sign out. I'm going to sign out as a teacher so that I sign in now again as a student using the code that the teacher had. So I will come here and sign in. Yeah, so I will come here, and this you'll find we have two options. We have I am a teacher and I am a student. So I will sign in as I am a student. And being that it's my first time, it will force me to create an account. So under creating an account here is whereby now I will go and type in the code for the teacher, which was 52ZXRVQ. Yes, it was 52. Sorry, it was 52 X R V Q. Okay, so once I've typed in, I will now join in. You'll find my details are well there. This is GEG Kenya, grade 5, and this is our class code. So the student will say, yes, I want to join that. And then I'll want them to give me my password. And I'm told that now my password will be CS, which stands for Computer Science, 4321-059. And then the password will be 91 earthquake. Yeah. So before you must check this box for you to be sure that you are confirming you have written down your password for the purpose of you being to remember it. So I will click sign in. And one thing, or the beauty of using the CS, is that you're going to realize it's very interactive, very interactive. Before you carry out an activity, you must watch a video. So each and every activity you carry, you must watch a video. So you are going to realize now, I'm told I am a student. Already here is indicating the students. And if you click here, you can see my username. And then I need to carry out under storytelling, I have 8 activities, which is clearly showing here that I have not carried out an activity. So we are only going to do around the first 3 activities under storytelling. So I will click storytelling. Yes, so these are all the activities. So I will scroll and I'll go first and fill in the survey. So when you will now confirm here, there's a video that you're going to play for around 41 seconds that will be telling us what computer science and what CS does.
Welcome to Google CS First. Before getting started, take the brief survey below this video. You may have answered some of these questions before in a previous CS First club, but go ahead and answer them again so that we can have your most recent thoughts and opinions. If you're unsure of the answers to a question, just make your best guess. There are no wrong answers. Questions with checkboxes allow you to pick multiple answers. You'll have about 5 minutes or so to complete the survey. After you answer all of the survey questions, click the green arrow below this video to move on.
Yeah, so once you are done, you have seen there's here. So you may find that we have different students. So they need to rewatch and rewatch. So if you find that you have the slow learner and maybe you have challenges of internet, you can always click on these 3 dots here or eclipse, and then you will see this menu that will pop up. So you will choose to download it for you to be in a position to download this particular video for your student to watch before carrying out an activity. So that is how it is. So we will go and fill the survey. Well, like the first one, when I'm stuck, what will I do? Maybe I'll ask a friend. Maybe I will try and solve it in problem. I'll ask a teacher. Remember, we have been told when you're using checkbox, you can select more than one. And then maybe here I'm asked what is computer science. I will just say it is a tool for solving problems. Yeah, it is a tool for solving problems. So from there, we have radio buttons here where I'm only allowed to choose one. So I will say, one thing it's asking me, can I create a computer science? Can I create things using computer science? Maybe I'm neutral, I'm not very sure. And then you just choose, read them and choose clearly what you believe on it. Still come here, what do you want to become? Maybe you'll choose you agree, you are neutral, you sometimes maybe you agree and that. Come here and choose. For this one, you must be in a position, which of these classes would you want to join? Of course, you'll want for coding. And then you come here and choose this one. How will computer science help you? It will help you to connect, build projects. And then you come here and choose. This is now where the green program comes. It is asking you what will happen when this sprite hits on this particular button. So come and come here. If touches that, then it will make a dog one sound. So I come here and choose play the dog one sound. And then I move, I come. How do you hope to get to CS fast? You maybe decide you'll have friends to hang out with, maybe making interesting, learning more about Google, playing computer art, and finishing my project. And then how, is it your first time? If it's yes, if you're not sure, or if it's no, you say that. So you will say, have you ever been Google CS Fast program before? Say no. And then if you are a male, just choose male. And then we move to the next one. So when we move to the next option, it will still bring the video. And because of time factors, I'll not play, but students will need to play all these videos. They need to play all these videos and know what is supposed to be doing. Like now for this video, it's just be giving us the overview. So you will click on the next one to the introduction part of it. We move to the introduction part of it. So here is whereby it is very important under the introduction part of it, whereby you'll come and click the link for Scratch so that we can now start coding. So we'll give it time. Yeah, so we give it time. Just give it time. Yeah, so here you will come and choose create, because you have already logged in, you can see you are still student here. So you'll choose create. And now when you choose create, it will take a little bit of time as it's log in. We just give it time. Yeah, so it's creating. So you'll see now it's loading for us, our project. Yeah, so this is the most important part of it. Now, this is what we are going to program, this sprite. So when we want to program the sprite, maybe I'll put my sprite there and I want it to move maybe 10 steps. So I'll come and click on that block. And once it moves into 10 steps, I come and add on that. And then I'll go to event. And what do I want? Immediately I click, what happens? All these operations are done. So maybe I'll want it to move for us to be in a position. I will change it. I want it to move at 45 degrees. And it moves around 20 steps. So when I click on that, you will see my sprite has moved 20 steps. At the same time, it has turned into 45 degrees. So for example, if I click on here, I want it to change into 180. I will come and click on that one and it change onto 180. If I click on it again, it will still go back to its normal position. So if I want it to add another sprite, because remember it's a dialogue, I'll come and choose a new sprite. And maybe I choose an animal. And I want a bear. I'll click on the bear. So you're going to realize the bear I'll have two sprites now. So this is the bear. So I'll also want the bear to be there. And maybe I want the bear to say the word hello. I'll come on to looks and then I'll come and add that particular block. And I'll come here and choose sprite, I'll choose the click. So I'll want, once the sprite has moved 2 steps, I'll come back to sprite. So when I click on the sprite, it's like I'll be programming it again. So when I click, you are going to realize, wait, there's a little, let me click on it. So let me see if the bear will say the word hello. Yeah, you can see the bear is saying the word hello, and the sprite is moving into that direction. So I may want to change the background of my sprites. So maybe I'll choose the background the way I want the background to be. Maybe I want them to have that kind of black background, the beach. Yeah, so you can now see how my background is. So you're going to realize anytime I move that, the sprite moves and the other one say that. So we can also, what I'll do now, after you have done, there are all these codes, you must use all of them. You must use the emotions, looks, sounds, event, and all that. So you need to share your project. So I've clicked sharing of my project, so it's saving. Yeah, so once you have shared your project, you will be in a position to get a congratulations message, like congratulations on sharing your project. Other people can now try it out and give comments. So people will be in a position to give comments about what I've just been in a position to share. So after that, so I can now go back and sign out. I'll go back and sign out as a student to sign in as a teacher, so that you can confirm that the student had registered. So I'll go back and sign out. So I'll come here and I want to sign in. Or that is a student. I'll just stop sharing this screen and we go to the introductory screen. Let me stop sharing the screen now. Yeah, so I will now go back now and share now to see how we can be in a position to start, now to see if that student was admitted. So when I click on this, I will just come back here to introduction, and now I will log out as a student. And once I've logged out as a student, under the sign in here, I will sign in again as a teacher. Okay, just a minute. Okay, let me share my screen. So the screen that I'm sharing in is that. I will now sign in as a teacher. So I hope you're all seeing my screen. So when I come in, I'll sign as a teacher to be in a position to check if actually the student had registered using the class. Yeah, so I will go back to my GEG Kenya. I'll go back to GEG Kenya as the account that I'm using. Now let's wait for it to get into my dashboard. Yeah, so when you find here, you can now see I have under grade 5, I have one student that we had registered, and I will now go and check on the activities that the student has done. And you can see here, I've logged in as a teacher. We give it some time to load. Yeah, so you can now see here under where I was telling you to show you the progress. So it will show you all the students. Like now, it's only telling me I have one student who is still dealing with activity 1. So I will now go and check here. Maybe I'll want to view if you want to view the progress detail, I'll click here. So that I'll be in a position to see how far the student has gone. Yeah, so you can be in a position to see here, it is trying to show me that the student has only been in a position to carry out of 10 activities in dialogue. The student has only been in a position to carry out 3 activities. So as a teacher, you will be able to encourage your students to finish the activities. So from there now I can go back to my class. Yeah, so I think that one marks the end of my presentation today. I hope you have enjoyed the lesson, and I will now take this particular time. If there's, I will stop sharing the screen now. If there's anyone who has a question, please feel free to ask. Yeah, feel free to ask. I'm getting an alarm that I'm almost running out of time. The meeting is, so if you have any question, I'll mute myself and feel free.
Hello. Hello. This is Brian. Hello, are you getting me?
Okay, Brian, I'm getting you. Just ask your question.
Okay, my question is,
Yeah.
after you are done with the project, is there any need on indicating on the notes? I saw somewhere written notes and maybe credits. Do you need to explain that when you click this, they should do this, when you do this?
Which
Is there any need for that?
Are you in a which you are in a computer in which particular place?
No, I'm talking about the Scratch project. When you are done with the Scratch project,
Yeah.
and then you've even gone ahead to share it.
You have already shared it, yes, and you
So
have gotten, Brian, and you have already gotten a congratulation message.
Yes. So just beside the project,
Yeah.
after you share the project, beside the project, there's somewhere written notes.
Okay, I
I don't know
think.
if you are able to see that.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I think maybe, are you talking a place like a comment?
There is somewhere.
Somebody written comments. So if it's you are talking about,
there.
you're talking about,
Yes.
you can comment, and even not
Okay.
you, just Brian.
Yes.
You can comment as a person, and even the people that will be able to see that your project can comment later.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. But now you are able to, you have seen all the screenshots that you have seen the processes, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. Is there anyone with another question? So I will take this opportunity to thank you all for attending my lesson, and I will encourage you to go and put this in practice. Please make sure that you enroll students or your children on how to use the Scratch. This will be very important onto their side, because during this COVID time, you'll find that our children sometimes are idle. They might be using the machines which are for not appropriate reason. And not only children, you as a teacher also, you can practice on how to use Scratch so that once the school resumes, you can use Scratch to teach. Remember, our introduction was that Scratch you don't need to be a computer teacher or a computer science teacher for you to be in a position to use the program. Thank you very much, and may God bless you for attending the lesson.